Hello grade 6s. We are looking at the rules of divisibility today. Now you may have heard of these before, but they are very useful, and if you take the time to put them into practice, I think that you'll be surprised how often you use them right through your schooling career and after that even. If you look at page 133, right at the top of the page in the information block, it says there, a number is divisible by 2 if it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Now those are the even numbers. So 2 fits into all of those numbers. So if a number ends in any one of those numbers, it means that it is divisible by 2. So I could have the number 1338, and because there is an 8 at the end, and it is an even number, I know that this number can be divided by 2. If I've got 1001, 1 is an odd number, so I know that that number cannot be divided by 2. Let's look at another one. If I've got 5,552, there's a 2 at the end, that number can be divided by 2. Let's look at number 5. It says a number is divisible by 5 if it ends in 0 or 5. So let's have a look at a few numbers. I could have 1,620. If it ends in a 0, I know that I can divide that number by 5 without any remainders. If I've got 705, it ends in a 5, I know that I can divide that number by 5. So as long as it ends in a 0 or a 5, you know that you can divide it by 5. You know that 5 is a factor of those numbers. Right, let's move on to 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3. Now, sum means plus, the sum of all the digits. So, if we say 2 plus 7 plus 0 plus 9, what do we get? 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 9 is 18. So, let's look at that again. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3. So there is the sum of all the digits. Is 18 able to be divided by 3 with no remainders? Yes, because 3 times 6 is 18. So if you add all the digits together and the answer can be divided by 3, then you know that the larger number can be divided by 3. Let's look at 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3. Well, we've just looked at the rules for 3, so if we add all of these digits together, we will get 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 4 is 21. Can I divide 21 by 3? Yes. The answer is 7. And because I can divide that by 3, I know that 6,474 can be divided by 3 with no remainders. But it says it can be divided by 6 if it can be divided by 2 and 3. So we've agreed that it can be divided by 3. What are the rules for 2? If it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it can be divided by 2. So yes, it can be divided by 2, and yes, it can be divided by 3. So now we know that 6,474 can be divided by 6 because we've proved it for 2 and we've proved it for 3. Let's look at 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. Sum means plus. So if we plus all of these digits together, we get 9 plus 9 is 18. Can 18 be divided by 9? Yes, the answer is 2. So now we know that 2,709 can be divided by 9. Let's look at 10. If a number ends in a 0, it can be divided by 10. So whether that is 70 or 1,270 or 3,040,000, as long as the number ends in a 0, it can be divided by 10. Exercise 68A asks you to look at all the numbers in those colourful stars and find out if they can be divided by certain numbers using the rules given in the information block up at the top of the page. So give that a go. Then we are also looking at exercise 68B today, dividing by tens, hundreds, thousands or 10,000s. We've done this before. So I'm going to look at the sum 60,000 divided by 100. You can also do it in a housey sum. 100 does not go into 6, it does not go into 60. Into 600 it goes 6 times. 100 into 0 goes 0 and 100 into 0 goes 0. But let's look at our shortcut. 60,000 divided by 100. If I cancel a 0 on this side, I cancel 1 on that side. I cancel 1 on this side, I cancel 1 on that side. I've got no more zeros on this side to cancel, so there is my answer. So both of these methods work. It's a matter of what you find easier. Let's have a look at another one. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I am left with 530. You can do housey sums for these, but I think that this method is far quicker and far easier.